we've got a bit of moving around to do, and what we're planning today is that we're going to actually open this area up. We've cut some of the trees back slightly, and we're going to sort of clear this area, and these vehicles haven't moved for a bit. Tree hugger! So
Everyone thinks they're a comedian today.
I think they do, so we're going to move these around. So I'm going to get the VW moved first out of the way. On Sunday's video, we've got a little bit, or a couple of gadgets. Oh no, the battery's dead.
Oh, you're joking.
Just double check. Dead. I've got a little gadget for this week's video. We might even feature this again on Sunday's video. So, luckily enough, this company, link is in the description, have sent this through. So the test, battery absolutely dead. It's not even clicking. It's not even turning over. Now, can this little starter start our VW? That is the question. So it's quite a task. These are quite good for sort of normal everyday use for your normal cars, but can it start a bigger vehicle like this? We're going to put our positive on first, we're going to put our negative on next, and we will get our little lights come up at the bottom. It's in the blinking sun today, so I don't know whether you can see those.
See them.
And then we've got a little light which just tells us is correct. So it lets us know that we've got the battery on the rail in the right way. Now I'm going to hit the little boost button, which you don't normally have to do until if that little correct button was flashing, you'd normally hit the boost button. But I think this is going to need a bit of extra power to actually get this started. So let's see if it can handle it. You know what? I didn't hold any hope out for that.
Did you not?
I didn't think that was going to do it. You'll notice on the floor we've got another one, a big booster one, and I didn't think that was going to do it. So fair play. Price coming up on the screen now, and then in the description or top left hand corner, one of the top corners, there's a little link if you want to buy one of these. You can go onto our Amazon shop and actually get one of these. But a really good little booster for just keeping in your car. You literally charge it up with a USB-C connector, and you can charge it in the vehicle as you're going along. So obviously that's no good if your vehicle battery's flat, but normally it wouldn't be. So you can charge it at home as well. But yeah, good little thing. I've got a little light on there as well, so just a handy thing to keep in your car, especially on your motorhome or your little camper van, and just keep it in there just as one of the essentials that you're going to possibly need at some point, because I guarantee if you're not using it all the time like this, the battery's going to drop down a little bit lower and you're going to need to boost that battery at some point. So check it out.
I didn't know where you were going.
No, I didn't know, to be fair.
Yeah, good.
There's a spot over there and it wasn't there.
There wasn't a spot.
So, a few new vans in. So, a couple of Bessicars. So, we've got a Bessicar 845. Now, this is the 8 foot wide, which is hence why it's called an 845.
I bet that's heavy.
That's 2019 and it's 2,000 kilograms maximum.
Wow.
So, ideal to put on a site. And on Sunday's video, we're going to have a look in that one. And also on the 835, we'll have a look in that one. So again, 835, 8 foot wide again. Bad at the back. And on Sunday,
Bad at the back.
Bad at the back. I'm trying to get my words out again, aren't I? Bed at the back. We'll have a sneaky little look in that one. 2022.
Whoa, that's nice.
Nice van. And we're going to play a trick on Dean. This has got the, I think it has anyway. So on the door here.
Oh, the self-leveling.
Self-leveling. Now Dean is new, isn't he? So we're going to tell him, I'm going to move it round in a minute, I'm going to tell him to go and put the legs down.
Yeah.
And he's going to go up, and we're just going to see
Is
what
it
his
not
reaction.
even a thing?
No.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's obviously nothing there. So we're going to move it round. I think let's just check on the 845 whether it's the same. Now the problem is I don't think there's a battery on, so he's not going to even get the legs down. I've got normal legs,
Oh,
this
yeah,
one's not going to be as funny. The 835, so we'll go back to it in a bit. We might even not get it today, and it might be Sunday. But let's see what happens. We have also got, so we've got the 835 and we've got a 635 that's just come in, which again we'll have a quick look through the door. And on Sunday we're going to compare the differences between the 8 foot wides and the standard sort of 7'6". Now, doesn't seem a lot, does it? A couple of inches, but I'll tell you what, a couple of inches make a big difference.
I can imagine they do.
Four-wheel drive movers.
This isn't a better car though, is it?
No, this isn't a better car. It's a... Oh, listen to his music.
Oh,
we can't get that
he's
on
having
there.
a rave.
He's having a rave in there. So again, we'll have a look at that on Sunday properly. I think we've already looked at this one again, but the 580, now that's 8 foot wide again, but they don't call it an 880.
Oh.
So they do a Swift Challenger, which is an 880, and they do a Swift Finesse, which is an 880. But for some reason, they just call that the Swift Fairway Grand 580. So you can't always rely on the model numbers to tell you whether it's an 8 foot wide or not. On the Swifts, sometimes they call them the Grand, and that then dictates that it's the wider one.
Oh.
You'll notice we've had a bit of a move around. Obviously we're moving stuff around. We've got a few vans that we've got to take over to Garden Village. I've left this big gap here for the new 2 big twin axles, and then we've got another 2 vans coming in on Saturday. Actually, 3 vans coming in on Saturday. Sorry.
Gosh, you're busy Saturday.
So yeah, and Dean's
You're
off
on your
as well.
own.
Dean's off as well. So yeah, that's going to be a fun one. The little Bailey, that's gone now, so they came and looked. The Sport and Fun down the end, that's gone. That goes next week. The Elegant's obviously gone. So they're stacking up now, but obviously we've got new vans coming back in again to replace these ones. So hopefully we're just getting that nice bit of a turnover. And again, a bit more of this sunshine makes all the difference. So hopefully you've liked our little video. As I say, let's try it now. Let's see. We're going to test it first and see whether this can actually put the legs down on this better car, because I'm pretty sure there's no battery.
What, without even a battery?
Yeah, just no battery whatsoever. So again, where these little boosters come in, so if you've not got a camper van, if you've got a caravan, sometimes you'll go to the actual caravan and your battery might be dead. So obviously if you've got a motor mover, none of these have got motor movers except for the 635, but if you've got a motor mover and your battery's dead, motor mover's no good. So we can pop these on and actually run our movers with those connected on.
Have you done that before? Can you add
Yeah,
it?
we've got a video
Yeah. Oh, right.
that I did previously with one of these little boosters, and it did it.
Oh.
So, thought I heard Dean coming there.
Oh, yeah, can't let him see.
Can't let him see. So childish. So, now on the self-levelling system, this isn't going to work because the nose is too high at the minute.
Can you just wind it down?
Yeah, so just need to make sure obviously the winder is down. They've taped these up so that the connections can't touch each other, because obviously they've got solar panels on them without a battery. Really, we should have took all this. They should have took they should have took a connection off the solar panel. So right, so let's have a little look-see then and see whether we can get this working. So we've got our negative. He's going to catch us now, isn't he?
Who's that?
He's going to catch us. And then I can plug that in. Hopefully this doesn't go bang.
Can you do this, or is this a bit like you doing the battery thing
no,
on the...
this is something that we've done in the past. So again, we've
But
got
should
our
you?
lights on.
Are you allowed to?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So it does say it started. Let me do this again. So when you've got the flashing light, you press the boost on this one. So you'll see, because I've got no battery at all.
Yeah, it's flashing.
So we'll go into the boost. That will then give it enough power, but it's just whether it gives it enough power to actually put our legs down. So when we go in now, our control panel should be working.
So wind this down.
Do you want me to do it, or are you alright? Are you getting your
I'll get my
arm?
muscle work out. Is that down
Muscle work
enough or still going?
No, still go. So again, we need to make sure the nose is as low as possible for it to be able to sort of level the caravan.
That's as low as it'll go.
So now we've got our panel on.
Oh, we've got power to it.
We've got power. So we're going to go automatic.
Oh, perhaps you haven't got enough power.
We put the power on above the door. The system shutdown is on as well. So pop the system shutdown on. No, we've got no power.
Oh, it's not quite strong enough for that.
So this is then where the Bluetti comes in, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, just not enough power. Just not enough power. If we've got a leisure battery on there, it would work because it would just boost the leisure battery, but without having anything whatsoever. I think that when we look at that system again, and again, normally it's a case that you'd have your leisure battery on there. There's not very often that you wouldn't actually have a leisure battery on there at all. I reckon when we look at this, it will be flashing again. Yeah, so we're flashing again. So it's just not got enough without an actual battery being connected. We just haven't got the power on there. But obviously, if we've got a battery and it was that our battery was low, this would then really come into its own. With bigger units, which are sort of for big vans, proper big sort of commercial vehicles, we can actually run them because the battery on them is a lot bigger, but obviously on this the battery is just a bit smaller. So for your sort of normal little camper, your normal car, just chopping up your little your leisure battery on your caravan, etc., it works perfect. But to actually run the caravan just off that, we can't do it. So hopefully that's give you a good insight into that little charger unit, some different options for it, and hopefully you've enjoyed our little video. And on Sunday's video, hopefully we're going to get Dean caught whether he can get the legs down on this caravan or not, or how he can figure it out. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. I'll mark at the Caravan Place. Have a look at our website for all the vans that we've got left in stock. There is quite a lot sold at the minute, and there's quite a few new ones coming in, so all the websites should be updated hopefully for sort of Saturday, Sunday, with all the new stock on there as well and all the new prices. So thanks for watching. I'll mark at the Caravan Place.